Okay, I may or may not have already started this process. You're welcome, so we can get a lot of this out of the way. Hi, welcome to another episode of Legomaster627's Creations, and as of recording this very segment, I hope it's not as long as the last one. Dear God, 54 to 55 minutes. Come on! I can do way better than that. By that, I'm meaning a lot shorter. Also, in the meantime, I even fixed this up as well to match the carpet a bit more. And honestly, it actually works. I also put in the mirror. Now, if I did it in the actual glass, granted, they would have ended up literally like pretty much right where this is. At least behind it. Also, I put these trapdoors here because I realized this here actually has this. So I implemented that as well. That is one of the last things I've implemented up until now. I also added in the stairs, so we can automatically get started right now. Let's get started, guys. As you can see, we have to reach this very staircase right over here very, very soon. That's our goal with this episode, is to reach this staircase by the end of the video. By that I mean we need to build up as much as possible to reach that staircase. Now, we're going to do a good majority of this right here. Also, if we do break some of the ceiling that I made earlier, that is completely fine, as we genuinely don't need to really worry. Also, most of the time, this is pretty much nothing. So, guys, this is going to be a good episode. I hope. As of recording this segment, I really hope it's a good episode. Now, I will have to move some of these lights, as you can see, it isn't really working that well. So yeah, some of these lights will actually have to be removed. Or just moved entirely. Yeah, I just said moved. But this part right here should actually not take that long. In fact, actually, we are building the segment where the first ever Midnight Fun took place on October 21st/22nd of 2017, which is almost 5 years ago, as of recording this video. See, that's already one that I've already had to replace, but that's completely fine. Like I said, some of these would have to be moved anyway, despite of it. So either way, all of this would have made sense eventually. Also, I have plenty of footage of the upstairs, thankfully. Mostly. I at least hope, because if I don't, we're done. Oh, this is the one problem I had going into this. Yeah. You heard me right. Yeah, we already have a problem. This quickly into the video. Yeah, now we have to break the entire ceiling. But hey, it's worth it. Also, most importantly, this might actually be good. Because believe it or not, we actually have a good idea going into this. Allow me to properly explain. First off, let's make it clear that we are going to be using oak planks most of this video. Or at least a good majority of it. Because what we are building first is essentially the classroom. The one room freaking room that I made probably the most videos in. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's actually a serious fact when you get down to it. When you get down to it, it's actually serious. This was like the one place I made the most videos in. So this is special, man. The problem is, it's a little too close to the staircase for me to count that. See, I told you we already had a problem right from the start. Luckily, though, we're able to fix this. And oh boy, thank God we have a way to fix this. And you're probably wondering how the heck is that going to be possible. Honestly, I have no clue. Okay, I'm only lying to you guys, of course. Well, actually, I know I never lied to you guys. I actually am just teasing you guys right there. I actually do have a way to fix this. And as you can see, I'm already doing that as we go along. I know. Why do I keep saying some of these things? Yeah, there's a lot of things I now regret saying. Alright, but no, seriously though, we're actually able to get this done pretty quick. I mean, look how fast we're going in the span of a few minutes. Yep. Let's take down those lights. Granted though, for a good majority of this, we're actually going to be using white concrete. Because, as you know, the classroom was white. At least in most of its time. So most of this, yeah, it's going to be white. Take a look for yourself. As you can see, I'm also building the wall behind the classroom to ensure of the wall. And we're actually closer to being done with this than you may realize. I'm talking the classroom. But actually, we probably should have actually used the mushroom blocks. Or the brown mushroom blocks. The reason is because if you, for those who don't know, if you put another mushroom block on top of one, it turns tan. For those who don't know. If you do already know that, then nice. Because, I knew about it for like a long time. That's actually something you can do. Now granted, the reason why I'm placing a wall and then another one after is mainly because this room is actually a transitional room into the next one. So that can instantly explain that. And then, watch. See? Done. Done just like that. And lastly, the only other thing we need to do is, well, not really that much. Actually, we can extend this one more because actually, you know what? It actually deserves to be extended. And you know what? We might actually be able to finish this a lot faster than I thought. Because over here is still a part of the classroom. The reason I say that is actually because it is. Even though this segment over here wasn't used much, it's still nice to have. This segment right here is what I am referring to. And technically, yeah, that's exactly what I'm referring to. Actually, what I should have done is use the quartz blocks. And then do this because it'll make it feel like nothing's up there. See? Done just like that. It'll make it feel like there was literally nothing up there. Let's break this for a second. Oh. So intentionally there was no reason to do that. Dang. Dang, there was no reason to do that the entire time. Well, ain't I stupid now? Actually, you know what? I actually think that this is actually for the better. We're actually closer to being done with this than you may think. You may think that we're going to be here forever, but intentionally, that's not actually the case. We're actually going to be done here a lot quicker than I think we all thought I was going to be done. I still apologize for the very long episode last time. And I'm going to make sure that that does not happen again this time. I think we actually did good. Holy frick. Oh my god. We actually did it. First off, we got a good majority of windows. Because this classroom is a lot bigger than you think. Well, I fricked myself over. Alright, you see the problem here, right? Yeah, the classroom is apparently literally right above that. Oh my god, for the last 5 minutes, I just realized that. Frick! Give me a few minutes to fix this. And I promise you, it'll be worth it. And it'll also make the video go by a bit quicker. Which is something I wanted to achieve after the last episode being over 54 minutes long. I still apologize, guys. Hopefully that's the last time I bring that up. Alright, see you in a few. Yeah! I did more than I told you guys I would do. And yes, the time difference is real. 10:38! Normally I would film the update video around now. But we have to finish this, guys. We have to finish this. I want to see if I can get this all done in one day. As you guys can see, I have done a ton since I paused that video. Or at least the last segment. Oh my god. You don't know how freaking close we are, everybody. We got a single problem, though. Let's just be clear. This is the hallway, and this is the staircase. In the original, the staircase is normally at the end of the hallway leading into my room. But, as you can see, we have a problem. A serious problem. I have tried everything possible, and yet, I can't get it to work. I got this room to work, though. Yeah. It's all done. At least the actual room itself. And then in here, I still have to do all of these rooms. As you can see, I did a lot in the span of like 5 to 10 hours. Obviously, took multiple breaks in between, of course. You really think I would have done this the entire time? No. Obviously, I took breaks in between. Let's get back to the point. So, yeah, I basically made all of these rooms. And this is actually looking really, really good. Now, obviously, I still gotta add all the wood flooring. The problem is, I actually gotta ensure where do I need these to go. Because, guess what the one problem is? We need to figure out how we're able to connect that staircase to the hallway. As soon as we get that done, we're golden. And we actually are. First, one thing I need to do is move this. That will respectively add that. The problem is, guess why that was there originally? Because in the original, it looked like this. And that is as follows. Now, granted, this hallway would have been at least like, you know, like this respectively. The problem is, again, we have to find a way to connect it to this staircase. And I don't know how that's going to work. Do I really have to rework everything I just did in the last 5 to 10 hours? I mean, this room I think is fine. I think that's done. And actually, let me show you what it looks like from the outside. Actually, it looks pretty sweet. We actually have to go into the actual yard itself, and thank God the door's open. As you guys can see, yep, there we go. It's up there. And yeah, it's up there now. So yeah, I fixed everything up, and I had to lower this a bit by like 1 block just because I needed to get that up there. And I've done pretty good. Now, during the process, some of the lights got turned off because I covered them with the flooring of that room above. I also had to move the staircase up a bit. I might actually have to move that again because, yeah. So we still gotta do this room right here as well. Yep, that room we still have to get to, which I will get to very soon. Maybe not in this episode, but maybe the next one. I'm not sure. For now, I just want to get this room right here done so that, we, you know, have this room done. Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to move it one block farther. I think we're good here. And, yeah, I don't think I have to push it any farther. So, if I had to guess, I have to keep it like this. But the problem is, again, how the heck are we going to connect this staircase? That is the one situation I had going into this. How are we going to connect this staircase? The problem is, we can't do, you know, this, because that would make the hallway too big. And that's not how it looked like in the original. And technically, I guess I would consider it looked like this. I mean, look at this for a second, guys. You see this? Technically, the hallway intentionally looked like that. If you know what I mean. And then right here would normally be the staircase. But it's not meant to go down that far. It's meant to be like right here. So now I gotta think, how do we have to fix this? How do we fix it without really freaking everything up that I just did? That is something I need to figure out. And hopefully I will. Because I don't want to redo all of this just because I messed something up. In that case, I might actually have to. What I'm probably going to consider doing is I'm going to move this. We are going to move this. Now, even though I don't think it actually looked like that, let's test it out real quick and see if I have been wrong the entire time. Oh, it's working. But is that really how we did it, though? We are so close, though. We are actually pretty close. Yo, that's pretty sweet. But yeah, that's the one thing I had. Everything else was done from this point on. And, like, yeah, everything was done from this point on. Like, everything was finished. Again, the main problem is, again, how do we connect the staircase? And I hope I stop mentioning it after this point. Because, yeah, that's now my #1 priority here. How do we fix it? Because I do want to keep the stairs the way they were the whole time. And, yeah. So, I had ideas in mind. And yes, I said I had ideas in mind. Just in case of this situation. But why do I feel it's right here? Yeah, that's the one problem. I don't know what to do. You know what? I think I'll leave it as is. I mean, they are rather close together, which is nice. Because they actually were. Besides that, I'm going to have to come up with something else for now. And I guess for now, I'll end the video while I think of what I want to do. If you guys have any ideas of how we're possibly able to fix this problem, please comment down below. And if you do have ideas, here is how it looks right now. If we can find a way to move this over here, without really having to ruin the design that I already made throughout the day, that would be something. I might consider moving this back. But yeah, now we gotta find a way to fix this up. Or potentially shrink the hallway. That's another possibility that I actually have. What if we could just shrink the hallway? By that, I mean, like, legit shrink the hallway. And then this wall goes, like, right here. Because also, you may notice, this room right here is really, really small. And yeah, technically the actual size of the room I don't think actually is meant to be this big. So shrinking the hallway might actually be a good idea. Because it might actually give me an option to consider doing something. So, if we were genuinely curious, let's take a look at this, for example. Let's shrink the hallway a bit and see what comes out of it. Because I'm actually curious. Like, if we shrink the hallway a bit, like make it smaller, I actually want to see what comes out of that idea. And then we'll see what happens from there. So, here's what we're doing first. We are going to do this first. And then we are going to break open this and destroy all of this. Remove all of this. Destroy all of these walls right here. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I did not mean to do that to her! And then we have another wall right here, which is what we're going to use now. Okay. Oh, we're getting closer, guys. We're getting closer. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. One more option to shrink the hallway. We're going to open up this wall, too. And shrink the hallway again. Because technically, this isn't actually meant to be here. Also, I have also been kind of finding out that I've been looking at footage, and yeah, apparently this is also meant to be like one column blocks as well. So I just got that wrong. I hope this video is not as long as the previous two. Yeah, see, look, see, that is exactly how it's meant to be done. The problem is I didn't figure that out all this time, and now I kind of feel dumb for that. Just not figuring that out. Of course, let's do the hallway right here, and then do that. And then have this, and yes, you can see we're actually really, really close to actually having the staircase. Again, the problem is, do we really want it to look like this, though, the entire time? That's the one problem I have. Do we really want it to look like that the whole time? I know it gets us a bit further, but hey, it's at least something. I feel the stairs feel a bit more appropriate like this, and plus they were already like this from the very beginning. So technically, we are extremely close to having this done. Now, I think this room is actually meant to be this size, but technically, I found out that's actually not true. You see, we have an entirely extended length of the room. And technically, it's only meant to be like this big right here. So now we ran into another problem. Yeah, how are we going to fix that now? Well, one of the things I decided to do is the stairs again. I've been pushing them back throughout the line here, like throughout the pillars and the fences, and it's actually been going rather well. It's actually working well in my favor, which is actually kind of a nice surprise. As you can see, by doing that, this is exactly what we get in the process. While the staircase is a bit further, we do have an excuse to do this though. As we purposely extend this, we'll be able to do something very similar like this. And then, as you can see, we can close on this entrance right here, and there you go. The problem is, do we really want to do that? The answer is probably no. But at least this is fixed. That's the one good thing. At least that's fixed. So what do we do about the rest of this? Do I purposely move this room by 1 block? And then we're satisfied? That might actually be what we might actually have to do. As for right now, I am honestly way too tired to think of what else I want to do. If you guys have ideas in the comments, we're going to continue this in the next episode and hopefully finish this off once and for all. I thought I'd show you guys some updates I did throughout this. And with that being said, I think I'm actually doing a pretty good job. This room is definitely the size it's meant to be. So, with that being said, I don't know if I want to move the room 1 block further, or do I just keep it the same? Because now we're kind of in a tough position. I'll come back in the next episode, and we're going to figure out how we're going to be able to solve this. So yeah, like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed. Thankfully this time the episode isn't as long as the last two. I greatly apologize for the length in the last 2 episodes. Let's hope the next one isn't as long. We're going to finish up all these rooms, if I can think of anything else, and if you also can think of anything else, leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear your feedback and see what we could potentially do to fix this entire situation here. All we need is just to get the staircase to connect to the hallway. That's it. That's all we need. And also to kind of fix the size of this room. That's literally all we need, guys. Literally. That's the only thing we need right now. If we can fix the size of this room, anything can happen, really. So yeah, I'll see you again in the next episode, and we're going to fix this once and for all. See you all in the next one, guys. Goodbye. This might not actually be a bad idea. I might actually consider it. Nah, it's not meant to look like that. It's actually meant to look like the way we just had it. Yeah, that's actually how it's meant to look. See you next time, guys. I'm gonna go record that update video so I can get it up before midnight. And apologies if this wasn't the best episode of this project so far. At least you got to see a lot of content. That's something. And at least it wasn't as long as the other 2.